Hello, this is Jen from Nook Designs. Today I'm going to be sharing with you our July 2025 product release. This release is super exciting because July marks the 12-year birthday of Nook Designs. To celebrate, we have created a whole bunch of fun birthday products, and I'm going to share those with you today. The first product I'm going to be sharing with you today is our birthday time paper pad. This fun 6x6 paper pad is filled with all kinds of fun birthday patterns in a color palette that includes blues, pinks, and teals, and a pop of bright sherbet orange. So as you can see, it's filled with all the things you love about birthdays. There's cakes, cupcakes, presents, confetti, candles, even a pattern with some words on it. And let's take a look at the backside too. The backside is filled with more fun prints, including some stripes and polka dots, more balloons, more birthday gifts, confetti, and all that fun stuff. You get 24 sheets and there's 12 double-sided designs, so 24 total fun patterns. Next, I'm going to share with you our fun new die sets. We have two fun new card layout dies. This one is called Card Layout 3. We previously released a card layout and a card layout 2, so this is the third one. On this one, you get a fun border, and then there's all these interior shapes that pop out of it. So you get a really cool pattern that you can fill with different colors and patterns. Let me show you how that looks when it's cut out. So here I've cut it out twice. One's out of dark blue and one's out of teal. So you can see once you pop all those pieces out, you get this nice border. So you could fill that back with the same color that you just cut out, or you could cut it out again like I did, and you could fill those colors into the other side. So by doing this, you could create multiple cards using just a few die cuts. You could cut it out twice or 3 times using different colors, and put all the pieces back in like that. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together. So it's kind of fun to do. And here I've just shown it in solid colored pieces, but it looks great when you use pattern papers too, which you'll see in some of the card examples. Next, I have our card layout 4 die set. So this die set, you get 3 different pieces when you cut it out inside of a frame. So the frame cuts out separately from the interior pieces. So I'll show you how that looks. Here I've cut it out in that fun bright sherbet orange color. So there's the frame, and then there's the inside pieces. So again, you could cut those out of any colored cardstock, or you could cut them out of pattern paper too. Next, we have our happy birthday die set. This die set includes the words happy and birthday, and then there's also an outline or shadow there that you can put behind them. That's just a little bit bigger than the words, and it just helps give the words a little bit dimension. It's fun to put it in a different color to help it pop out from whatever's behind them. I've cut them out so you can see how it looks. So here's the words happy and birthday and their shadows. To assemble them, I suggest using like a fine tip glue pen to just adhere the layers together. And on this one, I used our glitter cardstock assortment. So that's a fun way to add a little bit of sparkle to your project, perfect for a birthday card. You might notice that I'm missing the dot on the letter I. Well, the dot kind of stuck into the glitter paper when I was cutting it out, and I thought, I'm just going to leave it there until I need it because I don't know how many times I've cut out a word and lost the dot for the letter. So my tip is if that happens that it sticks in the paper, just leave it until you need it. That way you know where it is. Now we've come to the fun part and I get to share the projects that I've created using the new dies and paper. First, I have a duo of birthday cards featuring the Card Layout 3 die and the Happy Birthday die set. I started with the birthday time paper pad and I cut it out 3 times using different patterns that I thought went well together. Then I cut it out again using teal and pink cardstock, and I used that for my borders. Then I took all those little pattern pieces that I had cut out and started filling them in. So you can see you can just put them in different places so that the colors contrast or the patterns contrast across your card. So it's a really fun way to get a lot of patterns. And I could have made a third card since I cut out 3 patterns, but I just started with the 2 for today. And then I used that happy birthday die set. This time I used the pink glitter paper from our glitter cardstock assortment, and I put white behind it. So you can see that's a fun way to just kind of pop your sentiment off your card, and it gives a lot of fun sparkle for a birthday. I used the same pink glitter cardstock and white on the second card. For my next card, I switched over to the card layout 4 die. Again, I cut it out multiple times from the pattern paper. I chose the sprinkles, the pink polka dots, and the stripes. I thought those went really well together. And then I cut it out a fourth time from that fun sherbet orange color. And then again, I used the happy birthday die set. This time I used teal and white. So just a fun, really simple birthday card you can create. Now that I've shown you the paper and die sets, let's take a look at the new stamps. The first one is called Birthday Postage Sampler. This one is filled with all kinds of cute birthday icons and some tiny words that you can mix and match together to create birthday sentiments. It's perfect for creating birthday cards. You could even do a birthday party invitation or use the word belated to make a late birthday card, which is perfect for me because I always seem to be late. And there's a coordinating die set too if you like to cut out the images. I also want to mention that this set was designed to fit with our postage stamp layout die set. So all the images on this set will fit inside those interior cuts from the postage stamp layout die. It's a perfect way to create some fun postage inspired birthday greetings. So next I'm going to show you what I created using this set. On the first card, I used that postage stamp layout and I cut it out of white paper. And then I added a little bit of yellow to the bottoms of each postage stamp inside. Then I used the cute images from the new birthday postage stamp set. I colored them using watercolor markers and I tried to match the colors to the paper pad. I added the birthday wishes postmark in the middle and the background paper is from the birthday time paper pad. On my next card, I used all the same products again, but this time after I cut out the postage stamp layout, I trimmed it down so it only has 3 stamps and then I centered those across the middle of my card. I added the birthday wishes postmark to add to the birthday theme, and then inside each of the panels, there's some birthday cakes and pattern papers from the birthday time paper pad. As you can see, I added the word belated to this one. As I mentioned before, I'm always sending out late birthday cards. For this next card, I kind of combined all the new stuff together. I used the birthday time paper pad in the background, the happy birthday die set across the center, and then I used 2 little individual postage stamps this time, adding an image into each one. And then this time I used a couple of the images on their own, so not adding them inside the postage stamp. So that's another way you can use the images. They don't always have to be inside a postage stamp. Our next stamp is called Cat Birthday Party. This set features Newton. If you don't know, Newton was the kitty we had when we opened our company, and so he's in our logo and he's always part of our stamp design. So we couldn't have a birthday party without Newton. And on this set, he's been shrunk down to a mini size, so you get lots of fun little birthday Newtons to color and add to your cards. It has some cool sentiments, including having a meowsing birthday, purr ever young, and then just a happy birthday. And then Newton is having fun doing all the usual birthday activities. He's got some cake, he's got some presents, he's got some balloons. So just lots of fun things that you can add to your birthday cards. And a die set is available if you like to cut out your images. I had so much fun creating birthday cards using these cute little kitties. On this first card, I used the card layout die 4 and I cut it out using the birthday time paper pad, so adding the balloons and the confetti, and then I left the one on the bottom white so that the little trio of kitties would pop out nicely over the white background. For the sentiment, I used the A Meowsing Birthday, and that's on a rectangle. I think that was from the Frames and Tags die set that has some fun little rectangle die cuts on it, and I used one of those. For the next card, I used the same die cut again. On this one, I just kind of flipped it so it's going the other direction. And I used the same paper pad. So I have candles and the birthday words and the birthday gifts from the paper pad. And then I used the cute little kitties. This time I layered them over some vellum circles and added Forever Young into a circle. The circles were cut out using our circle frames die set. Our next stamp set is for the dog lovers. We had Cat Birthday Party, and this one is called Dog Birthday Party. This one features all kinds of cute puppies doing birthday activities, just like on the cat stamp. And both the stamps are similar in size, So you could mix and match the dogs and cats together if you want to send a birthday card that features both. For sentiments on this one, we have Forever Young, Time to Potty, and a big happy birthday. And of course, the dogs are with all of their birthday items. They've got gifts and cake and balloons, just like the kitties. And there's an extra birthday hat if you want to add that onto the dogs who aren't wearing one. A die set is also available for this to cut out the images. Of course, I had to create a couple of cute birthday cards using those little puppies. On the first one, I used the card layout 4 in the background. This time I cut it out using the sprinkles on the border, so that is so cute. And then I used simpler patterns in the middle with the stripes and the birthday presents. And then I used those cute little puppies on each side of the sentiment. For the sentiment, I used the big happy birthday on a strip of black paper. Then on my last card, I went back and used the card layout 3 die. This time I cut it out of 3 colors again, one out of pattern paper and then out of teal and craft paper. So you can see that's a fun way to add just a little bit of a pattern to your card without being too overwhelming. And then I used a trio of birthday puppies. Again, I colored them to match the paper and added them onto each of the little panels. The last step is the happy birthday sentiment, which I embossed in white onto an oval that was die cut using our oval frames die set. So you can see how those dies make really quick work of creating cards. So that's everything I wanted to share with you today. I'm just going to lay down everything I created again. I had so much fun creating with these little kitties and puppies and birthday images, and those dies are definitely going to be a favorite of mine. I know I'm going to reach for them again and again to create cards, not just for birthdays, but for Christmas and everything throughout the whole year. So I hope you will take a look at those over in our shop. And while I'm here, I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you. When we reach 12 years, it's a great milestone for us, and we really appreciate all of you. Whether you've been a fan for the whole 12 years or you just stumbled across us, we really appreciate you being here today, and we appreciate you watching our videos, following us on Instagram, making purchases in our shop. Everything counts, and as a small business, we do truly appreciate every like, every comment, every order. Everything makes it worthwhile for us, and we really are so happy to still be here today. So thank you again, and go check out everything at newsnookdesigns.com, and we hope you have a wonderful crafty day.